GOTG, welcome to the greatest show on paper. As always, I am your host and Commissioner Mike Janikos. Joining me, hockey fan Rocco DiStefano.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Oh, I always notice something in your house that's different. You have a nice little festive.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, very festive for Thanksgiving.
Very classy.
Very classy cape. You ready for the Islander season? It looks like football's over, baseball's over. Are we done?
That's it. We're moving on.
Well, Buffalo had a good game, though. Buffalo came to play.
They did. I mean, squish the fish. We got them.
Pitched a shutout, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the winner's circle. I'm not there, but welcome back. Speaking of winners, there's only one winner in this room, and that's Tom Harnish.
Not this season. I haven't won yet.
Are you now 0-2 to start the season?
Yes.
A lot of work to be done. I hear trade rumors are circling around your camp. Very desperate for a tight end.
I need a tight end. Who doesn't love a tight end?
Weren't you really excited about Troutman for a long time?
Yeah, and then I watched him play a game.
It all happens. So we're going to take a quick look at the leaderboard, which Rocco will show us today. Rocco, you want to show that leaderboard?
Yeah, oh, sure. Is it over here?
Perfect. You guys speak.
Leaderboard from first.
Leaderboard.
Last.
Way to go. There you go. Perfect. We got our leaderboard, and currently in the Titan division, we have a couple of teams that are 2-0. Myself and No Ma'am, led by Duke. Kitty Chasers, Russell Wilson's War, both 1-1. And then we have the 0-2, combined 0-4. That is Tom the Truth Harnish and Daniel Chichilli.
Yay.
Technically, you're not last, Tom, because you have more points scored.
And apparently I'm coaching rating. I'm ranked second, so I'm doing something right.
That just means you're putting the best lineup out there. But if you have a really crappy team, that's Good job keeping the least crap.
Putting the best of the worst out there.
Yeah, exactly. We move over to the Spartan division, where, no surprise, in first place, pouring one out for Mahomes. We got Brady Bay, 2-0, Anthony Perenio. And then we've got 1-1 teams, Mr. Frank Davoli, our dud of the week last week. Came back strong. We're going to talk about that. He's 1-1. Mike Cassio, Zeke and Destroy. Can we talk about that name, too? He doesn't own Ezekiel Elliott anymore. This, to me, is one of the great mysteries of our league.
He used him like 5 years ago, and then he traded for Kamara.
No, we're going to have to talk about this. And then 0-2 teams, Golden Oldies. And in last place, Turtle Midnight Runners.
Tank for Taylor, baby. Tank for Taylor.
Well, you're currently in a foot race with Danny, and that's quite a foot race. You both fleet. All right, so we got
Danny had my first pick too, so that might be the number 1 and 2 picks.
Who has your first pick?
Danny.
Oh, wow. Was that for Trout?
Oh.
So wait, Danny has 2 first-round picks
there.
next year? He has 2 first-round picks next year? And it could be one.
Yeah, don't worry. He'll trade them both. Don't worry about it.
So we each week now we're doing our King of the Week, and we're doing our Dud of the Week. Our King of the Week this week, Frank Davoli, goes from dud to stud. He scored a league-leading, let me get it, and he scored 226.5 points.
I don't think I scored the whole year.
Yeah, that is quite the comeback. Frank, congratulations. I think we all deserve credit for this. We gave him advice last week.
Yeah, but he didn't listen to us. Big Ben started.
Yeah, it's true. He didn't listen to all of it, but CeeDee Lamb was out there. Not that was a big help. But maybe just us putting out into the universe helped Frank make this amazing comeback. I think we
Can we make this week's stud a stud next week then? Oh.
We'll try our best.
We're going to try our best. The King of the Week, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry scored 59 points. And we had talked about Frank isn't going to have to rely on 40 points from Derrick Henry every week. But here he comes. He gets 59.
That Derrick Henry almost scored more points than Danny's team.
Yeah.
Drew, let's look at that. Derrick Henry put up 59 points. And Danny put up a grand total of 69.5.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Yikes. That takes us to the dud of the week. Unfortunately, it's Danny Chili. 69.5 points. We're going to take a quick look at this roster here and see what happened. He started Dak Prescott after we said start Dak Prescott, and he got 7 points. That's what you get for listening to us. Matt
What do we
Ryan,
know?
Matt
We
Ryan
got
had
two
a
guys
very
that are 0-2.
inspiring 23 points. Did anyone watch that game? Matt Ryan was literally running for his life. He's probably going to die this year. No offensive line. CEH, which, this guy hasn't been playing well. He's on an amazing team, 4 points. DJ Chark, 1.5 points. Those seem to be the guys that really did him in. And 0 points from a linebacker. Defensive lineman. I'm sorry.
No, the linebacker.
0 points from a linebacker, Chandler Jones, who had 30 points last week. So here we are now, guys. We have Danny. He's on the ropes. What
You
advice?
should have traded
do you
him. He
want
was hot.
to give him? Go ahead, Tom. I don't think anyone heard that. Go ahead.
I said we should have traded him when his status was all-time high. 30 points. You could have got a lot for him.
Sell high. So what can Danny do here, guys?
Pray.
Start over.
I don't know. I predict him to win. He scored the least points ever in the history of the league. So maybe I'm the dud of the week.
Nostradamus, we're going to do a review of your pick shortly. Don't you worry. Rocco, is there anything Danny can do with this roster to have a fighting chance?
I think his roster is solid, just underperformed. He needs to reevaluate what he's doing there. There's some dead weight on the roster that needs to go. I don't know what he's doing with that, but
Yeah,
like
I was looking
man.
yeah,
No,
Denzel Mims. I mean, all right.
Mims. Oh man. Here's what I was thinking for next week. I think Danny should throw up a Hail Mary this week. I think he should. I mean, looking at these matchups, he's got some really good matchups. He's going over some defenses that haven't been playing well. I would, if I were Danny, I start Emmanuel Sanders this week. Emmanuel Sanders at home is going to blow up. He's going to have one of those 3 touchdown games that he does all the time. And then he'll disappear for a couple weeks. So you want to cash in on Emmanuel Sanders. I will not start Singletary. He's going versus tough defensive line. It's going to be tempting. I'm sure he's looking at the points on his bench. I would not start Singletary.
But don't worry, he hasn't started Singletary. I don't think he will.
I would just trade him to Rock for whatever Rockwell was offering.
Yeah, it looks like someone here was interested in Singletary and made a couple.
Yeah, well, he balked on Ruggs, thinking that he wouldn't do anything, and well.
Ruggs had a big week last week. Big game winning catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would sit Chark. I'm not starting Chark until Lawrence can actually throw a football and hit somebody.
It might never happen.
I would put in Sanders for Chark, and Danny. I'm telling you right now. Where was the other one? Oh, Latavius Murray. Put Latavius Murray in this week. They're going to ground and pound, and he's going to score touchdowns this week.
I like what you're thinking. I like the way you're going. You might as well. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been a big disappointment. I think even in that offense, he doesn't score any points, and he fumbles.
I mean, how do you not score? I feel like it's hard to not score points in that offense.
That's what I'm saying. He's the starting running back, and he doesn't score any points.
So, Danny, that's your advice for the week. Sorry, it seems like most people think it's going to be a tough road ahead for you, but we're here to try and help.
I predict you to win this week, but I don't want you to score like 60 points again. So
let's hope you're not the dud of the week again. That's what you got.
I feel like last show offline we talked about what happens if someone gets the dud twice in a row, and it's like we're just gonna have to keep doing it.
Closer to tanking for Taylor.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move into hit it or quit it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and hit it or quit it this week. We have a couple of guys we've spoken about before. We're going to start with Kyler Murray over in Arizona. Kyler Murray currently leads the GOTG league in points scored. He had 400 yards passing last week, over 40 points. He has been lighting it up. Him and Hopkins seem to be on another level. And at one point, Rocco actually said he was going to quit Kyler Murray as one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. So we're going to ask it again. Kyler Murray, 90 points. He's going to end up being in the top 3 in this league at the end of the season. Hit it or quit it.
I top 3. Yeah, I guess so. Why not? He's proven me wrong. He looks phenomenal watching him play. Even with AJ Green dropping balls, he's still doing it. So it's all good.
I bet Tom has a thought about AJ Green.
Listen, AJ Green, right? First of all, I'm quitting the top 3. I'll give him the top 5, but top 3, I don't know. But AJ Green, he cannot separate from a redwood tree. Okay, he can't run anymore. And when the ball hits him, I can't believe he got a touchdown. But he had like 7 targets. He's got to catch 3 passes. But yeah, let's hear all that. Well, Rondell Moore is the truth, though.
I know you love Rondell Moore. I was actually looking at him when you were offering me trades, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, they were playing the Vikings, though. I mean, the Vikings secondary is pretty bad. It's funny because I texted at one point. I don't know if you were both on it, but at one point, a touchdown got called back because of a holding penalty on AJ Green. So I sent a text to Tom.
He wasn't holding; he was trying to separate himself.
And then he immediately scored a touchdown after that. He does lead the league in balls thrown to him that seem to hit him in the back of the body. I still don't know how that's possible. How you can run a route so poorly that a ball hits you on your back leg or on your back shoulder.
The first ball he caught last week is when he wasn't even looking and the ball hit him in the chest and he just went like he was so surprised it even came to him.
All right, we're going to go on to another hit it or quit it, and we'll start with you, Tom. Currently, Saquon Barkley, his total on the season. Do you know how many points he has in the season right now?
I'm going to say like 16.
16 points. Rocco, you want to take the over or under on that?
I'm going to take the under.
All right. Currently, in 2 games played, Saquon Barkley has 13.5 points.
Oof.
13.5.
Oof.
That's one good thing that Danny did was moving that guy.
That was a great thing Danny did.
Week 1, 10 rushes for 26 yards, and week 2, 13 for 57. Doesn't seem to be 100%, and there was question if he was even going to play last week. But a hit it or quit it on Saquon Barkley. Hit it or quit it. Hit it meaning, yep, that's true. Quit it means, no, I'm not buying it. Saquon Barkley is not going to be a top 15 running back this year.
Oh, I'm definitely saying he's not going to be. Although this week he is a start. You start him this week, but he's not going to be a top 15 running back.
So, Tom, you are hitting it, I think.
I'm hitting that. I'm hitting it.
You're hitting it.
Right in the face. He's no tiki barber.
I'll go hit it or quit it. Saquon Barkley is not going to be top 15.
I agree with Tom. He's not going to be a top 15 running back. That whole Giant team is god-awful. It's a debacle. It's not fun. I don't believe in a single player on that team. I don't believe in Barkley. I don't believe in anything. Sorry, Giant fans. I just don't believe it.
Yeah, it's not a good team. Their offensive line has been awful, and they're all young, and they kind of invested some picks recently in them. But I mean, the guy's got no one blocking for him. He's coming back from surgery. I guess maybe the question. I don't think he'll be a top 15 running back either. At this point, Tom, you were kind of alluding. You started him this week. Is he going to be a guy that's eventually going to be someone you don't start in a fantasy lineup?
Joe will start him every week, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't start him every week. If he has like a tough matchup, like playing Dallas or something, I would sit him on the bench.
That's crazy. This is a guy
that if you have options, you shouldn't. Like Joe has options. He shouldn't start him. He's got to hunt on the bench. Like he can rotate him out and not be hurt.
Yeah, and you really can't trade him at this point because his value is just kind of plummeted. So you just gotta stick with it. Our last hit it or quit it is a personal one just for me. I need you guys to help me out. Speaking of no value, hit it or quit it. Todd Gurley is going to play football this year.
Man. The NFL or like put his friends in the street.
Him and Le'Veon Bell are gonna go hang out and toss the old pizza around.
At least Le'Veon Bell's on a practice squad.
Yeah, Bell's got like a jersey.
Hit it or quit it. Todd Gurley's gonna play football. Hit it or quit it.
I'm going to quit it. He's not going to play, but I want you to keep him all year.
It's funny because I own him and I quit it too. I've come to I've come to the realization that no one's going to sign this guy, but he's still there. I just can't. It's almost like I just can't pull myself to do it, you know?
There's better options out there. Take a flyer on somebody else.
I mean, I also have Freeman on my team, so I'll probably be taking.
At least he
Right.
played. He had a big run last week.
He had a big run, and then that was it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I think I quit it as well. That brings us to one of our favorite segments. We're getting such great feedback and reviews on this, on Nostradamus. It's just pouring in.
Are they pouring it on the comments below?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It's pouring in on those comments below. While we're here, hit the subscribe buttons. Rocco, you want to
Subscribe buttons should be right back here.
I really hope like my dad's watching this and he's like clicking and I'm like, what the? It's not working. Get a message.
He is. Free
Mike,
baby Mark Andrews.
Mike, I hope this message finds you well. I can't seem to subscribe. I'm clicking on the little icon that Rocco is pointing to. Doesn't seem.
It's
to be
right
working.
here, Bill. Click right here.
How about we get it for Bill? He's on the Discord app.
Click the thumbs.
I think Tom gives you a thumbs up. I think it's great that he's on an app that is primarily for 13 or 14-year-old gamers. But my dad's floating around right now on the Discord, and I'm very proud of him. All right, so Nostradamus, the great Nostradamus, everyone. Before we get into your reviews, or I'm sorry, your predictions for this week, let's do a little review, Tom. So what have we gotten right? What have we gotten wrong? You picked Danny to win last week and shocked the world.
I did. I picked Danny to win last week, and he scored the fewest points in Gods of the Gridiron history.
This is true.
And he apologized to me. He said, "Thank you for believing in me. I'm sorry my team lost. I'm trying my best."
Such a good guy.
I predicted you to win. You won. At least I got that right.
Yeah. I mean, he's a gentleman. It's nice that he reached out to you and apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked the archives. That is, I believe the previous lowest score was 72. So he came in a good 3.5 under.
Who had the second lowest? Who had the 72?
You know, I can't remember. It was someone. Who was it? It was someone that you wouldn't believe. I think it might have been like Anthony. I think Anthony had like a bad week at one point and just scored really low. It was someone that you wouldn't suspect. Someone that's typically in the play.
Probably started like Royce Freeman or something.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas. You picked me to win.
I picked you to win.
Yeah, I feel like that was a very anticlimactic pick you did too.
Yeah, and the first week I did pick you and Duke to have the two best teams in the league. So that's coming, like, that's working out.
All right.
That's true.
I picked AJ Green would be on waivers, but I said he'd have a big week, but he didn't. But whatever. But he said he'd be on waivers by week 4. He's on waivers.
Yeah. Well, you know what Rocco did? Rocco did a little like Marty McFly Back to the Future there. Your prediction was big first week. He's going to get signed. Rocco was like, I have the almanac. I'm going to go sign him before the big week.
Signed him and started him.
I did. I started him. I said, I'm doing this for Tom.
Oh man.
Did you also text Tom and apologize? Did you text Tom and apologize also?
No, I should have texted Tom.
Well, that's my fault.
All right, Tom, take it away. What are your predictions?
My prediction for this week is Rocco is finally going to win. He's going to beat his nemesis, Frank the Bully.
Wow, I don't know about that one.
He's going to win. He's going to be all upset because he's not tanking for Taylor. I was going to predict I was going to win too, but I'm playing Mike, so I'm going to wait till next week. And, yeah. But that'll be tough for me too because my whole team's playing on Thursday Night Football, so.
We're looking at the scoring preview right now, and Rocco is projected to lose by 18 points.
That's all right. It's all right.
All right.
You know, Rocco's got Connor out there right now. He's going to put his trust in Connor. Maybe Connor finally has a big game. He's due. You got some things you can rely on.
I'm projected to lose to you, Mike, by like 40.
Sooner or later, my balloon's going to pop. You should be the one to do it, Tom. You already ruined my first week of football. Damn Bengals.
Could be the only Bengals win of the year.
The Rocco's going to win.
Well, I'm just going to do one for this week. Rocco's going to win. I'm putting all my eggs in that basket.
Oh, the only prediction is Rocco's going to win.
Rocco's going to win.
He's going to shock the world.
Shock the world. Shock the
But
world.
but
Big
then there
Ben,
goes the
even though
whole
he's
Taylor
hurt, he's
Swift.
still- Okay, I'll do another one. Big Ben's hurt, right? He's hurt. He's still going to throw for over 300 yards this week.
Who are the Steelers playing?
The Bengals.
Oh,
All right, so is that it for Nostradamus?
That's it for today.
Okay, so
Rocco.
we're gonna do a new segment that Rocco doesn't know about. He's being surprised by it. What we're gonna do is until Rocco wins each week, we're gonna help Rocco prepare for Taylor Swift.
Yes.
oh, okay, I'm down.
Taylor Swift trivia. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay,
We're gonna do a new segment until Rocco wins, and he's in the hunt for.
which
Taylor
is going to
Swift.
be this week.
This is this week.
Unfortunately.
This week.
I'm winning this week, so it's only.
So I
a
get to
one-week
take over
thing.
Taylor Swift trivia next week.
Yeah,
You'll be 0-3.
Oh, that's
I'll
true.
be
You'll be 0-3.
0-2.
that's true. So right now Rocco's gonna be on the Tank for Taylor segment, and we're gonna do
Okay.
Taylor Swift trivia to see
Okay.
how well prepared you are. Ready? What was the title of the first Taylor Swift album? I will give you options.
Yeah. please.
Our Song, Fearless, Speak Now, or just Taylor Swift? Our Song, Fearless, Speak Now, or Taylor Swift?
I'm going to go Fearless.
Fearless. That is incorrect. Did you hear my phone make a little buzzer?
Yeah, I did.
Tyler, do you have a guess? You want to just take a shot?
He's looking it up. Look at
No
his eyes.
cheating, Tom. I'm going with Taylor Swift.
What was the
Taylor Swift was correct. Her first album was Taylor Swift. Rocky, you got to
See,
remember.
I didn't think she would do that. That's very
That's very tacky of Taylor.
yeah.
By the way, I just looked it up. That's why I didn't want to answer because I was cheating.
What is Taylor Swift's middle name, Rocco? Is it Renee?
Probably Taylor.
Is it Sue? Is it
Sue.
Allison? Is it Elizabeth?
Something weird.
I'm going Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. That is incorrect.
Ah,
Tom, you want to try? Renee, Sue, or Allison?
Sue.
Incorrect. Allison.
Renee.
It's Allison. Woo!
Taylor Allison Swift.
wow.
What? This is an easy one. This is a softball, Rocco. You got this one.
All right.
Yeah.
What
That's the
famous
biggest-
rapper interrupted Taylor Swift's speech at the 2009
Kanye West.
Kanye West? Correct.
Okay.
Correct. All right, we got momentum now. We got two more for you. Two more.
Wow. All right.
Who did Taylor write "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together" about?
Ooh.
Was it John Mayer? Was it Jake Gyllenhaal? Was it
Wow.
Joe Jonas? Or was
Wow.
it Tom Harnish?
Joe Jonas.
Incorrect.
Calvin Harris.
Not an option. Let's go with John Mayer. It's not John Mayer. Is it Tom Harnish or Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jeez.
It's Tom Harnish. No, it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really? I didn't know that.
Hated Jake Gyllenhaal.
In what song does Taylor sing? Because the player's going to play, 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 play.
Even I know that.
Is that song called "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together"?
You're giving options?
Is that song called "Shake It Off"? Is that song called "You Belong to Me"? Or is it called "I Knew You Were Trouble"? Because
Shake
the
It Off.
players are going to play, play, play.
Take it off.
Correct.
You actually gave.
I feel like you didn't even know that, and then you started doing this.
No, I did know that.
I knew that. I was like, why are you giving options?
Rocco, two right ain't bad, bud. You're getting there.
All right. So
You're
do I need to? If I lose this week, I need to study some Taylor Swift. Is it going to be more trivia, or is it going to be
Amazing.
other
If you
things?
lost, and the next show you just knew every single. And then if you're not in last place,
What's
you can
the
call
name
the
of her
owner who
song?
did lose, and you can, hey, I know a lot about this subject. I can help you prepare your posts.
Well, I feel that I'd be studying for nothing if I don't end up with, doing this.
It's true. That's true. But like you said, you love Tay-Tay, so.
Who doesn't?